Hola amigos de YouTube, estamos aquí con Mati.
Hola.
Pete. De Stanley de Parabel. Vamos a empezar de vuelta, pero esta vez lo vamos a hacer bien para que coño este Gil
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
te da
Perhaps he had
cagazo
simply
este
missed a
Stanley
memo.
pajero, pero bueno. Lolol.
Y gracias a que
Marihuana, sí, marihuana, sí. Obsesión.
hierba pura.
Smoke weed every day. Corre.
Anda rápido, ¿no?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Si vieron el capítulo anterior, pero sí, ¿qué pasa si yo? Retarado. Sí. Mierda.
Oh my god.
Hay una parte que dice.
Más hierba.
Hierba, loco. Esta oficina debe ser de droga. No sé, lo presiento.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ahora, supuestamente.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Arriba.
¿Y qué pasa si yo recibir? No, pero es que podemos
Te
bajar.
volvés loco.
Sí, te volvés loco,
Sí. Les recomiendo que no lo hagan. De verdad eso.
Hermosa sala. Computadora de mierda.
Ahí no están señor Barnes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 284. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Mierda. Ese que está ahí en el cuadro al menos es Slender. Yo ya puse la clave. Se me trabó.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
¿Cómo pasa eso? Esto es una prueba. Me está jodiendo. Me está jodiendo.
¿Y?
Mierda. ¿Cómo te cagas todo? Encima yo pienso que es Slender Space o Slender y te cagás. Acá te cagas, pues dice loading, esa palabra maldita. Arre. Bueno, yo creo que podremos hablar un rato más, pero Stanley de Parabel es una mierda. Próximamente vamos a grabar el capítulo 3 de Saint Row. Lolol.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No sé si vieron el capítulo 1, pero si lo habrán llegado a visto, esto es Wolverine, loco, no me jodáis.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Bueno, ahora supuestamente prenderíamos las cámaras que ya estaban prendidas ahí. No sé quién las prendió cuando estábamos nosotros ahí. Y ahora, no sé, ahora
each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Hay una parte, ahora les voy a contar una historia muy graciosa que nos había pasado a mí, a Mati.
¿Cuál?
La de Love.
This mind-control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
20 minutos para exagerar.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Pone nervioso esta voz de mierda.
life in someone else's control. Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Acá hay ver el escudo nazi. Yorce, coño. Bueno, acá,
But here was
esta
the proof,
parte,
the heart of the operation.
Mal.
Controls
Bueno, acá
labeled
hemos
with
llegado.
emotions,
Era
happy
parte,
or
no era
sad
que decía.
or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Ahí.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
No habíamos
For
entrado acá y
he
nos cagamos
would
todo.
dismantle the controls
Parece los
once
Increíbles.
and for
Cuando
all.
entras
Cuando entra
y cuando entra a las máquinas. Miren, nosotros estamos así. Ven que ahí dice apretar. Miré para allá, toqué ahí a ver qué decía y se tocó off. Si tocamos off, nos vamos a cagar de miedo. Así que yo diría que toquemos on. No sé. Tocamos on.
Dale, probamos.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Y la
After
reputa
they
madre
kept you
que toca
enslaved all these
off,
years,
off,
you go and you
off,
try to
off,
take
off,
control
off.
of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Por lo menos hay
wanted?
luz. Si
Control?
apretabas off, se apagaba todo.
Tengo miedo.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Que explote,
Say
que explote. No quiero estar más en esta oficina, quiero estar con mi familia,
This
coño.
is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Sí.
It's your time to shine. You are the star.
¿Viste?
It's your story now.
Yo quiero estar con
Shape
mi
it to your
familia,
heart's
coño. Soy
desires.
Stanley,
Oh,
soy
this
un
is
chabón
much
bueno
better
que
than what I
metía
had in
código,
mind.
soy bueno
What a
para
shame we have
hacer
so little
raps.
time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Soy bueno
But
para
what
hacer raps,
precious
junto
moments
con
each one of
Mada,
them is.
Faca,
More
Matías.
time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means.
Tengo
I
una hora
barely
para
know where to
escapar
start.
de este planeta maleducado de la oficina.
You'd like to know where your
Arre que tengo
co-workers are.
Sí.
A moment
Yo
of
creo que
solace
tenemos que-
before you're obliterated.
No, nos queda una.
All right.
A ver, el
I'm
miembro
good
no
mood.
entra.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
No, solo
exactly
un
what happened
segundo.
to them.
Nos queda un
I
minuto.
erased them. I
que
turned
nos
off the machine.
agachemos.
I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply
A ver,
let you
dale.
sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
Stanley
alone.
debe tener dos oretes
Other
de
times,
cagazo ese todo.
I let the office sink into the ground.
Para mí
swallowing
explotaría, vamos a
every
empezar de vuelta. Y si
side
llega a pasar eso,
while I let it
cortamos el
be
video.
crisp.
Agradezcanse a la empresa de Stanley.
This version of events has been
Y a lo que hicieron en este
amusing.
juego.
Mierda.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from
Agradezcan
you.
no porque lo estamos salvando de un
Almost
manicomio
hate to
total.
see it.
Nunca se descarguen este juego porque
But
es
I'm
como ir al
sure whatever I come
manicomio. O
up
sea,
with
es
on the next
la
go
entrada
around
directa al
will be
manicomio.
even
Es
better.
decir, hola
My
amigos,
goodness,
estoy loco
only
y
34
quiero entrar al
seconds left.
manicomio. O sea,
But I'm enjoying this
es
so
algo.
much. You know
Juego.
what? To hell with it.
Sí, mal.
I'm going to put some extra time
Te
on
vamos a
the
llevar al
clock. Why
manicomio.
not?
¿Por qué estás loco?
These are
Porque me
precious
descargué el
additional
Stanley.
seconds, Stanley.
Ah,
Time
ok.
doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear
I
me,
love
what's
it.
the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Ah, es una
Running
hora.
from button to
Todavía
button,
queda el minuto para la
screen to
policía, me
screen,
parece que
clicking
sea
on
rápido,
every little
pero-
thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Quiero irme a mi casa con mi
What do you
familia.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won, sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
Te reír, forro.
you're in for quite a
Ay.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Cagada.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just
no vayas,
seconds
por
ticking away to your
What the
death.
fuck?
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Y se reinició el juego.
Y ahí estaba el exorcista dando unas vueltas. Bueno, amigos de
Y ahora nos
YouTube, eso ha
aparece-
sido todo, porque la verdad este Stanley de mierda me voló la cabeza. Bueno, bye. Dice bye.
Bye.